There, it's recording now. And the exam today will be from units 7 to unit 9. Yes, and unit 7, we saw this little part, getting along, in which we basically covered phrasal verbs, intransitive phrasal verbs, and transitive phrasal verbs. Do you remember the difference between transitive and intransitive? Hello, Eduardo.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, mister. All right, Eduardo, Diana, do you remember the difference between transitive and intransitive? I guess you don't. So the difference is that with an intransitive verb, whether it's phrasal or not phrasal, an intransitive verb doesn't need an object. Yes, for example, I get back late. Late is not an object. Late is an adjective. Come in quietly. Come in is a phrasal verb. Quietly is not an object. It's an adverb. Intransitive, on the other hand, needs an object because without the object, it doesn't make sense. The example is turn off the TV. The TV is not an adjective, it's not a phrasal verb, it's an object. And this phrasal verb alone, turn off. If I say to you, I turn off, and that's my full sentence, it makes no sense. It's incomplete. The information, the message is not delivered because you don't know what I turn off. So for this sentence, I turn off, I need an object. So I turn off the lights. Or I turn off the TV. Or I turn off my computer. Okay, hold on a second.
Teacher.
Yes, mister.
It could be I turn my computer off.
Yes, that would be a separable phrasal verb. It's separate because you can separate the verb with the particle. But some you can't. Some have to be together. And that's what we saw in the lesson. Hello, Liliana and Leslie, welcome back. Some transitive phrasal verbs have a fixed word order. What does that mean, fixed? Fixed means rigid, strict. You can't change it. For example, you get over the problem. You can't separate this one. This is not separable. Get over needs to be together all the time. Get over the problem. Get over a girlfriend. Get over your last disappointment. So that is not a separable phrasal verb. And some phrasal verbs also take a preposition. For example, come up with, look forward to, put up with, run out of. So these prepositions make it a 3-word phrasal verb. Look, this is one phrasal verb, come up with. The other one is look forward to, or put up with, or run out of. So that's why they are called phrasal verbs, because they are more than two or more words. So in this example, run out of patience. Come up with some rules or some ideas or some recipes or some strategies, etc. And we checked all of this. All right, guys. So that will be the grammar for lesson 8 in unit 7. Phrasal verbs. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
Very good. Leslie, Diana. Eduardo, Liliana, I
Teacher.
hope you did your, yes, mister.
Yeah, it's clear, but will we have an exam today?
Yes, we have exam today.
Okay.
That's why Diana was first and she asked for a review. So we started with unit 7, lesson A, and now lesson B, infinitives, to plus verb, or the ing form. So the infinitives, it was impossible for her to have time for herself. This is describing a general situation. And the ing form is describing a specific event. So let's do the examples again. In general, it was impossible for her to have time for herself. A specific, I was a bit lonely being by myself all the time. Yes, and the infinitive is also used after nouns or pronouns, or it's the same case, is after general ideas. We always had nice clothes to wear. There was always someone to play with. And after expressions like this, well, these are also specific events. I had fun or no problems growing up. Or it's not worth worrying about. Specific. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
Very good. Is it clear? On the conversation strategy was to give opinions. What I'm saying is, what I mean is, I mean, in other words, I'm just saying, I'm not saying what I don't mean. Okay, that's to make meaning clear by adding to or repeating ideas. And on the strategy plus, I have to say to show that you want to make a strong statement, something that it has to be said, you know, it had to be said and I said it, something like that. I have to say. And lesson D, how not to get along. We wrote an article about friends or family. What is more important? What is more important is a network of friends, or what is important is to have close friends, or what is important is that you have friends. So these are what clauses? All of that is one noun. What is important is one noun, and then you have its verb, the noun and the verb. And this is the complement. And this is with an adjective. On the other case is with a verb. What we all want, all of that is one subject. And then it has its verb, is. And everything else is the complement. And what this implies is we have with verbs and with a dot clause. That. All right, guys, do you have any questions? Okay, let's continue with the next one. Unit 8, food science, we saw vertical farming and the passive. So how was the passive, guys? Was that better? The passive is when we remove the subject because the subject is not important. So we say, in an active sentence, experts expect, but expert is not important. It's a general expression, so I say the passive mode. The population is expected to rise. A professor developed the idea. And in the passive, this object is usually the most important element of the story. That's why we use the passive mode, to give the object the most important element, the number one position. And now it's passive. And a professor, which is not important, goes at the end. Or we can just not say it. That's with every passive mode. In the next line, we have, they haven't built vertical farms. So vertical farms is the object. But if that is the most important piece or element, then I put it first. Vertical farms having been built. Now they is not important. So it could go at the end, or I don't need it. All right, guys. How is this? Is this good? Do you have any questions?
It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Awesome. Very good. Then we have healthy food with verb complements. Verb plus object plus verb. Blueberries. The verb help. We're here on the verb help. Are set to help you concentrate. So we have here the verb help, and the object is you. And then the second verb is concentrate. Or in the imperative form, make is the verb, the pain is the object, and the second verb is go away. So make the pain go away with cherries. Or we have it with infinitives. Eating too much salt may cause. Cause is the first verb. Your blood pressure is the object. But with this verb cause, I need an infinitive. Or researchers say chili peppers enable you to lose weight. With these verbs right here, we need an infinitive. With the verbs allow, cause, enable, and help. And the other form are with ing. Avocado may prevent or stop. The object is your skin, and then from aging. Or kiwis are said to keep your eyesight from deteriorating. I'm sorry, deteriorating. Very good. Are there any questions?
No.
All right, let's continue. Strategies is rhetorical questions. Can all of those additives be good for you? That's a rhetorical question. What is the point? Do you remember? What is the point of this rhetorical question? If you don't remember, these rhetorical questions, can all those additives be good for you? The point is all those additives are not, but they write down, good for you. That's the statement, that's the opinion in the form of a rhetorical question. Yes, guys?
Yes.
Okay, and the strategy plus is, I'm sorry, examples, giving examples. Such as, like, for instance, for example, take an object, for example, or look at noun, for example. Okay, and in lesson D, where did all the B's go? You had to write an article with prepositions in writing, following charts and statistics. So the bee population declined. This is a verb. Globally, the number of hives increased. This is a verb. There was a decline. This is not a verb. There was a decline. This is a noun. A rise. This is not a verb. This is a noun. A rise of 145% in the cost of hives. So approximate numbers, more or less, is about, approximately, or roughly. The signal plus is over or more than. The signal minus is under or less than. And this one, honestly, I don't remember what it's called that in English. Teacher Abigail, do you know what is this called in English?
Nearly, almost, no. You mean the symbol?
Yeah, the signal.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't remember what
I don't even know in Spanish.
Yes, I know what the signal. This is in Spanish, but I don't know what this is. But anyways,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. So this will stand for nearly, almost, or up to. And if you don't know what is up to means, what does up to means? These are all synonyms. Nearly, almost, or up to are the same expression. All right, let's continue. We're almost done. Success and happiness in Unit 9, we talked about determiners. With each, every, both, all, and all of. No, neither of, none of, etc. So these determiners talk about something either specific or something in general. Something about plural or singular, and etc. Do you have any questions about this? No, I guess not. Now, then lesson B, ing forms. Again, ing form is to reduce a relative clause. That is to transform the verb be plus ing, and we cancel the verb be, and we transform the word into an adjective to describe. Remember that? Here are some examples. Yes, mister.
It's like describing the moment?
Describing the moment, the experience, the event. Yes.
Okay.
So there are some people here is describing the people. There are some people digging. So digging is not a verb, it's an adjective. It's describing people. I've got so many things going on in my life. It's not a verb, it's an adjective describing things and so forth. And now let's take a very close example. One of the happiest moments in my life was when I had dinner in Italy. Now, there is no ing here, I know, but we have a when relative clause. And this clause is getting this clause with this clause connected. Now I have two clauses. And these two clauses are joined by the relative clause when. So I can cancel the relative clause, erase it, and I can connect the two clauses and make only one. And to make it only one, all I have to do, besides canceling the relative clause, is canceling the second pronoun and use the verb with an ing form. And now I have one single sentence. One of the happiest moments in my life was having dinner in Italy with my husband. And this having, which is not a verb, is describing the moment. Yes, do you remember this? Liliana, I haven't heard you. Are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
There you are. Very good. Any questions, guys?
I think no.
No? All right. Now this, I have another, the lesson C. As far as success is concerned, this is to focusing in on a topic. Focusing in on a topic. So we use expressions like this. As far as success is concerned, as far as careers go, or when it comes to happiness or being happy, or in terms of, and we can always change these things. For example, instead of success, I can say as far as English is concerned, or as far as learning English go, then when you focus in on this topic, then you're going to give a very direct opinion about it. Or you can just reflect on some general information that you have. For example, as far as the exam is concerned, you will have to answer 50 questions. Yeah. Now I am focusing in one side, one piece of information of the exam. And as far as careers, I can change careers. And instead of careers, I can say, as far as the questions go, they are easy. I am giving a specific piece of information about the questions because that's what I used in my expression. As far as the questions go, they are easy. When it comes to answering the questions, you will have multiple choice. Or you will have a multiple choice in terms of answering the questions, etc. I'm sorry, do you have any questions here? Okay, and then we have, I'm sorry, I went too fast. As far as I am concerned, as far as I can tell, these guys are to introduce an opinion, to soften an opinion, or when you're not 100% sure. And the politics of happiness, you wrote an article. Oh, ladies, Diana, Leslie, did you write your article?
Me
Yes.
not, but I think Leslie, yes.
Listen.
All right, take a picture and send it to my WhatsApp so I can check it out, okay?
Yeah, it's in the WhatsApp.
Beautiful, thank you very much. Okay, and that's it. That's all we gotta do. We have a checkpoint and you have the grammar extra, but you had the opportunity to do that on the platform. Did you work on the platform, guys?
If I were in the checkpoint?
In the platform, did you work on the platform?
I work with not this unity.
I'm sorry,
Or
can you
this
repeat that?
exercise. I don't do this exercise in the platform.
You should have.
I only have a little of percent in the student book and the workbook.
What's that, Diana? Can you repeat, please?
I only work in a student book, in the lesson A and B, and I need to do the others.
But what unit? Unit 7 or 8 or 9 or all
8.
of them?
And in unit
Only
8.
8? So what about 7? Did you work with 7?
In 7, no. I only work in 8 and 9.
In 9. Okay, how was it? Easy, good, boring, interesting? What do you think?
Well, in the platform have a lot of a lot of work, I think. A lot of grammar.
A lot of exercises.
Exercise. Yes, a lot of exercise.
Are they good?
Yes.
Did they help?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, it's time for the exam. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Do you have any
Yes.
questions before we start the exam? No? Perfect. So
No.
let me send you the link. Oh my gosh. There.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, mister.
We will continue with the class after the exam.
When you finish the exam, come back
Yeah.
to the session so we can do the oral exams.
Okay.
And there, the link is on the chat. Please click on the link. Let me know if you can get in.
I'm in the exam.
Everybody's in the exam?
No.
Yeah, me too.
My link disappeared, teacher.
Oh, it's in the chat. It doesn't disappear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you find it?
No, let me.
Yes.
A moment.